Guys, in this video we are going to see how to allocate the memory dynamically depending on the user's input, and also how to allocate arrays dynamically. Now to illustrate that one, let's look at an example. Let's say a user wants to print some items. So we are going to see that example. Let's initialize this one with something. Here I'm going to initialize this one with null. So integer pointer equal to null, semicolon. After that we are going to ask the user how many items you are going to enter. So cout statement, we are going to give a cout statement that is going to tell the user, that's going to ask the user how many items you are going to enter. And let's end this line, end line. And after that the user is going to put something like put some number, so that's going to be integer input, and to input that one we had to put c in input. Whatever the value the user inputting is going to be c in, and that's going to give us, that's the input. And after that we take a pointer to allocate the memory. So pointer is equal to new integer input, semicolon. After that we are going to create a temporary variable, so we are going to put integer temp, and we are going to create a for loop to receive the value entered by the user to store in the temporary. So we are going to create a for loop right here, for loop integer counter is equal to 0, and semicolon counter less than input, and we increase the counter by 1, so we are going to give an increment counter 1, and then curly bracket cout statement for the user enter the item. So this is going to appear on the screen, cout enter the item, and counter plus 1, because counter is starting from 0, so we have to give the item a number. So that's why we put counter plus 1, because when it's 0 it's going to add 1 to that, and we are going to have a number of item is going to be 1, right? So we put counter plus 1 instead of saying item 0, it's better to say item 1, right? Counter 1, and let's end this line. So this is going to be end line right here. And after this appear, user is going to enter something, so we are going to put input c, and that's going to be stored in temporary. So this will receive the value entered by the user and store in temporary memory. So we are going to put this input in temporary memory, and also we are going to store the starting allocated part in the pointer, so in the temporary. So we are going to put a star bracket pointer plus counter is equal to temp, semicolon, and that's it for this. And then we are going to create a cout statement. So this is going to appear after we enter all the item numbers. That's going to be the items you have entered are and end line. Okay, end line and then semicolon. After that, for loop, we are going to create a for loop right here, and that's going to be integer counter is equal to 0 and counter is less than input. And to increment to do the increment to the counter by 1, we are going to put counter plus plus and then a curly bracket. After that, we are going to put a cout statement. So again, cout statement is going to say, and before that I put counter plus 1 because again this is counter is starting from 0. If we put plus 1, that's going to give us the item number starting from 1, right? Counter plus 1, and it's going to say item is, and then we finish this one with this pointer we have given before. So let's copy it and paste it right here. Okay, now let's end this line, end line, and that's it. Now finally, to specify finally we have to specify this one with the delete operator. So we are going to put delete. So the delete right here should be delete, and pointer, and that's it. Now this should probably work. This should work. Let's run this one and see what happens. Okay, it's loading. Okay, there's a mistake right here. Okay, pointer, I missed an I right here. Okay, let's put the I and run again. It's loading. Okay. There are some import error, no module named. Okay, something wrong right here. Let's check everything. So include then pointer, null, and okay, let's give it a run again and see whether we get the same error. Okay, it's working actually. So how many items? Oh, I have spelling mistake right here. Items. Let's change this one and run again. Items you are going to enter. Okay, now. Okay, so how many items you are gonna enter? Let's say 3. Okay, 3, and enter item 1. Just give some number like 78 or whatever the number you want, and enter, and then 90. Something wrong right? Okay, enter, and one more item, let's say 76, enter, and you see we are getting that one back like this, right? And you can try different numbers, like let's try with a different number. So here we are going to, instead of, okay, run this again. Okay, let's say 5. It's slow, it's getting slow, I don't know why. Let's see. enter 34 or some number. Okay, should be faster actually. Okay. Last item. Okay, so now you can see whatever the value we are entering, it's bringing it back. So that's how we allocate memory dynamically depending on the user's input, and that's how we do this kind of things. I hope you guys find this video helpful. See you next time.